you know. Um, that's just that's just what it is. So, I mean, I want to clear up some discrepancies though. It was, I mean, these people asking me, "Hey guys, hey, have you spoken to Tamar? Are you guys talking to Tamar? You talk to Tamar?" Of course. As I stated before, whatever, regardless on what happens, if any of my sisters call me, I'm going to pick up the phone and answer. If they need me, if they text me, I'm going to respond, and that's just the bottom line. That's just what it is. However, I am sensitive to other people's boundaries, and I respect people's boundaries regardless on what it is. If I agree or not, I'm going to respect your boundaries. If you say you don't feel like it, or you don't want to beg, you want to do this, guess what? I'm going to respect your boundaries by not crossing those lines. That's just it. And that's it. You know? Um, um, if this person said, you act like you hard, you got a wall that makes it seem like you don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's not that. What it is that I have respectfully learned to compartmentalize the things that is more important. And it's not important for me to do anything other than to protect my peace. That's it. That's just it.
And I want to add this too, because I think just this is just another perspective here. This is not a thing that you decide for family. This is a thing
Mm-mm.
that you decide for business, for friends, for whatever. Like you, I've seen you evolve, and I've seen you take on a lot. Um, you know, they used to call you the responsible one, and you used to wear that little chain, that little gold chain that said the responsible one. And I know, I see a lot of the things that go on with the family dynamic. Because I pretty much, how many years have I known y'all?
30.
Yeah. So, and not to say that I've been there for every single moment, and I know every little whatever about the family, but I can say that you protect your peace, and but it's not just for family. It's
Right.
it's for
It's across the board.
friends, it's for business
Right.
opportunities, it's for like people on the street, like people you love, people you like, so it ain't, I get it. But to say what you were saying, to add on to what you were saying too, um when it happened that day and you came home and it was a lot on you, and then to see it on the show and then kind of see it back on you a little bit, that's a lot,
Yeah.
man. It's a lot.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. It's just what it is. And ain't nobody mad, ain't nobody pissed off, ain't nobody upset. It's none of that. It's just, I just respect, I meet people where they are.
Fact.
That's it.
Yep. I saw uh uh
Scratchy's here.
Kevin.
Hey, Scratchy.
Yeah, Scratch on here.
Hey, Scratchy. So yeah, so that's what it is. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
Um, I spoke to little Kevin, of course, today. He's taking it one day at a time. I mean, I just can't even fathom. I just can't even. I can't even almost understand where he is and how he's feeling. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. So I
Well,
thought it was.
some of the episode you didn't see because it's like storming over here and the internet went
Yeah,
out 1 second.
it
So
did. And I think that was a good thing. I think it was a reason. Hey, Georgia, I think it was it's a reason that I didn't see didn't see that part. You know what I
right.
mean? I just think that everything always worked the way that it's supposed to work out, and that's all. So ain't nobody. That's just what it is.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah.
You okay, honey?
That's it. Oh, well, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm a little tired today, but I'm amazing. I had a long, amazing day
You
today.
you were like on cloud 1030 475,000 today.
Yep. Hey, Corey. Yes. Yes. And I had to take, some sleep stuff so that I can go to sleep because I thought, hey, Hey, TC, because I
What
felt
it
like
is, T?
I
Sorry.
felt like I was a kid going to school for the first day of school. You know, that's how I
Yeah,
felt today. It was
yeah.
just, yeah.
It's good.
So
It
yeah,
was a great day
it's
today.
an
Great day.
amazing. Every day is a great day. Every day
I
is
mean,
an
that's true.
amazing day. Every day is an amazing day. Amazing day. Amazing
Even
day.
the
You know.
days that seem like it's challenging, that's still an amazing day.
Yep. It's still an amazing day.
Yeah.
Hey, cousin. Yeah. So it's an amazing day. So I got so much stuff on my dress, honey, from the movies.
I can't take
It's
her
all over.
nowhere. She get food all on the back of her
On the
head,
back
on the
of my
drawstring.
head. No,
I
I
don't know how
didn't.
you get barbecue sauce on the
I
back of your dress.
don't even have no barbecue sauce today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just, I know it was heavy. And sometimes I can't really sit and watch, all the Tracy stuff.
Yes, this is a
Sometimes.
toothpick. They asking, is this a toothpick?
Yes.
I can't
It's kind
front.
of,
Seeing them opening scenes with Tracy, I was like,
yeah,
man, nigga
man.
had to
It's
fight
like,
one back a little bit. I was like, my bottom lip was going a little bit.
yeah.
I ain't show you that because I got to be the rock in the house. I
Oh,
can't be
you
up here
do?
crying.
Okay,
You
gotcha. You
don't
don't
let
cry?
nobody cry.
Why are you telling the fib?
I can't cry around you.
You are not telling the truth. You are not telling the
I've
truth.
never cried around
You
you on purpose.
have.
Then you tell me to stop, and I stop immediately. I suck it up.
You do not. You do not. You be crying.
Okay.
You do. You be
For
crying. But
y'all
yeah,
for
so
y'all to know, let me real quick. I just want to answer this question. They keep asking what I'm smoking. I ain't smoking nothing. This is a toothpick. I do this and it calms me down. Why? Because I control my breathing. It's like meditation. But I also meditate twice a day. Holla at your boy.
yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
But go ahead,
Mhm.
honey. I didn't mean to cut you
Oh
off.
no, I was just saying I know that it's challenging for you guys to watch and it's challenging for us to watch. And it's not that um it's just I just have the moments of damn she ain't here type of thing. Um and it's like although I'm really thankful and I'm grateful that we had all those years to document the times of wonderful moments that we have with Tracy and all that amazing stuff. And then we were able to share all that with you guys. It's also the moment of damn, we like we don't have no new craziness that she can say, physically not here in the human flesh. So that's just it. That's all.
You know it's
That's
gonna be
it.
crazy
So
when you see her again.
right, 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 right.
When you see her again.
This person said, "What would it take for you and Tamar to get to a place where you can even begin healing?" Who said we're not at that space? I think that healing is an individual thing.
Fact.
It's an individual journey.
Fact.
So I'm on my journey, and Tamar's on her journey. That's it. That's it. And I don't judge anybody on where they are in their journey of healing or wherever, whatever it is, or whatever you want to call it for them, or whatever they want to call it for themselves. I'm not going to judge them. And you can't put a time stamp on it. You can't put a time stamp on it. So, you know, that's where I am with it.
And I think I saw this guy talking on it was something on Instagram. It was two guys that was in the podcast, and he said, me and my sister grew up in the same household
Mm.
and we turned out completely different.
Hmm.
And the guy was like, y'all didn't live in the same household
You weren't
because
raised by the same parents.
right,
Yes.
because they 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 interacted with the boy and the girl differently because they knew that they came at certain times in their life when the parents was evolving,
Hmm.
so they reacted to one child a certain way and they didn't act the same way to the next
Right.
child. Like, so everybody has their own perspective of their parents and their siblings because it's all different perspectives.
Hmm.
So when you say I feel sad that Tracy's gone, if all of y'all are saying that, it's because of different reasons. Yes, it's because of loss, but it's from their own
Hmm.
perspective, their specific perspective that is not shared amongst the siblings
Right.
because they all knew Tracy in their own way.
Right. Exactly.
Facts.
And that's exactly right. Just like, Braxton Brooke, we raised them differently.
We
We
do.
raised them differently.
Yeah.
And it's not that you love one child more than the other. You just know the needs of each child.
Facts.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just it. I love my family. I absolutely love them and I respect their boundaries. And that's just where I am with it. And who am I to
What
question
does
their
that
boundaries?
mean?
What that means is if a person says that, hey, I'm gonna give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I have boundaries, right? One of my boundaries is uh if I'm in the kitchen, if I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking, don't come in the kitchen while I'm cooking. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's something simple, but I'm just giving you an example. And
Mm-hmm.
if a person just keeps coming in the kitchen, coming in the kitchen, coming in the kitchen while I'm cooking, that's just an example. If they just keep coming in the kitchen and I ask you not to come in the kitchen while I'm cooking, why are you not honoring my wishes? And why are you not honoring my boundary of this is what I'm saying to you? Please do not do this. That's what I mean by that. So that's an example of a boundary.
I know what a boundary is. I'm saying when you make this statement,
Mm-hmm.
when you say I respect people's boundaries,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the show just went off. So
Mm-hmm.
when you say that, what do you mean? What do you mean concerning your siblings and your family when you make that statement? What does that mean for
Okay,
them?
so I'm gonna give you. Okay, let me tell you this. So when Trina cries, she don't like people to touch her. That's a boundary for me.
Ah,
I'm not touching Trina when she's crying. I'm not touching her when she's emotional. I'm not doing that because she asked us not to. So I don't. Another boundary of mine is thank you, Keon. Thank you. Another boundary for me um is like say for instance I'm friends with someone, and if somebody gets upset with me about whatever, like if they threw me a party and I didn't like the party, right? Or if they threw the party and it was a rinky-dink party, or it was like string balloons and 4 or 5 year old, and I was like, why would you throw me a party like that,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And the person starts cussing at me, saying, F you, that's a boundary for me. Don't cuss me out like that. You can't say F you to me and then expect for me to be friends with you again. To me, that's like spitting in somebody's face. To me, to
Gotcha.
me. And that's my
Mm.
boundary. I'm not going to allow you to say, F you on my dead mama, F you on my dead daddy, F you on my dead stepdaddy. You can't do that and then expect for me to have afternoon tea with you the very next day. That's
Mm.
never going to happen, ever. I wish you well. I love you dearly. I wish you well in all of your endeavors, but you can never sit at my table ever again. That's it.
Well, well, amen, as they say in the Baptist church.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Hey, Kiki. So yeah, so that's it.
Mm.
Have to have respect for each other. Exactly, Scratchy. You have to have respect for each other. Period. Period. That's just like if somebody tells me something. Another thing is if somebody tells me something and tells me not to say anything to somebody, I'm not going to tell that person what this person said to me. I'm not going to do that. That's a boundary. So don't just keep trying to push. Well, what they said, just tell me. Well, I need to know. Just tell me. No, I'm not telling you. And I don't care how mad you get. I don't care how pissed off you are. I don't care how much of a tantrum you may have. I'm not doing that. I'm never doing that.
I
Period.
will I will say this about you. I've known you for a few months now. And one thing you do is you keep people's secrets. I
Absolutely.
mean, Lord,
Absolutely. I don't care what a person does to me. I'm never going to turn around and tell their business. Even if they do me wrong, I'm not going to turn around and tell their business. I don't do
I've actually seen this happen.
that. Mm-hmm.
You had a friend, I'm not gonna mention no names, but they was cool with you. And then when that whole thing, it was, that person and another person, and they just turned their back and just started stabbing you in the back like
Mm-hmm.
for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
They later came back and
Yeah.
apologized.
Yeah.
But in that time, you never put that person's business out there, and you never embarrassed them, or you never exchanged energies with them on that level, on that frequency.
No,
That's
no,
pretty dope.
I'm never doing that. I'm never going to do that ever in my life. Never in my life am I ever going to do
Right.
that. So that's what I mean by boundaries. That's my boundaries. I'm not ever doing that. And my thing is, if anybody in my family says, "Hey, I need you," uh, regardless, I will stop, drop, and roll and be there.
Yeah. I've seen
That's it.
I've seen it happen. But I also
I don't care where
see
we are.
but I also see y'all as the Braxtons call each other, blow each other up, and then when they call the person back, y'all don't pick up the goddamn phone. I seen you do it, Tony, Tamar, Trina, and Tracy, and I think your mama too.
Yeah, yeah, that happens.
Mm.
Yeah, so
I just think y'all just do that. That's just something y'all just do.
possibly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to hop on and talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
Somebody
Right,
asked me
honey?
to stop smoking the toothpick, and they spelled my name wrong. SHAUN.
Mm.
Well, they not talking to me then.